Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honor and praise to Apostle Elder Jesus to taught me this truth, and peace and blessings to the Akim that has their life daily with this truth and sincerity, and to the Aqua listener learners, Shalom. Once again, my name is Ina. I'm with GMS Detroit Bobcam, and this is just a quick lesson on milk scriptures on the color of the children of Israel. The children of Israel wasn't the so-called color of the so-called Edomites. The Edomites put up these images and say they are the people, but the children of Israel wasn't white. They wasn't leprous. And to pull down that notion, I'll start off with Exodus 4 and 6. Uh, uh, um, and this is the Most High talking to Moses when he first talked to Moses. Matter of fact, let's go all the way up to the first scripture. This is Exodus 4:1. And Moses answered and said, Behold, they will believe me, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice, for they will say, The Lord have not appeared unto thee. And Yahweh said unto him, What is that in thy hand? And he said, A rod. And he cast it on the ground, and he and he said, Cast it on the ground. And he cast it onto the ground and became a serpent. And Moses fled from it. And the Lord said unto Moses, Put forth thy hand and take it by the put forth thy hand and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and he caught it, and it became a rod in his hand. And that they may believe that Yahweh, the power of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, had appeared unto thee. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, Put forth now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took out his hand was leprous as snow. So when he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, his hand was white like snow. And Yahweh said unto him, Put thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and his hand was leprous as snow. Let's go again. And he said, Put thy hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh. So when the greatest story ever told, that movie, Charleston Heston didn't do that. He didn't put his hand into his bosom and took it out, and it was leprous as snow. His hand didn't look white. It looked as leprous as snow. It didn't look like it was disease. It was the color of white. You know, these devils try to trick you. His skin was turned, when he took it out, his skin was turned to his other flesh. That lets you know Moses was a so-called white man. Job 30:30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones is burnt with the heat. These are milk scriptures. The apostle, the prophet Job was a so-called black man, a brown man. You know, we not so-called black men. We are different shades of brown. Even King Solomon. He said, Song of Solomon 1:5, I am black but comely. And when you go to that word comely, Nava, Na, Na, na ha va ha nahawa seemingly becoming, but when you go into the outline biblical uses, uncommonly beautiful, uh, 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 beautiful seemingly. Hey, King Solomon said he was black and beautiful. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not because on me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me, and my mother's children were angry with me, because they made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyards I kept not. King Solomon said he was black and comely, black and beautiful. And to my lifetime, I still haven't met a black man. I met an Israelite man that was different shades of brown, but that was dark brown. But I ain't never met a man that was black. Never had in my lifetime. This is Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourning and the gates thereof language, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Hey, Judah mourning and the gates thereof, they are black. What's that guy say? The king of the president of what you call it of Egypt. God, hey, here it go right here. This guy right here. When he was asked about peace in the Middle East, the late President Gamal Abdel Nasser stated the Jews would never be able to live here in peace because they left out here black and came back white. Hey, you will never be accepted, you know, and hey, that showed that they knew that y'all wasn't the real Jews. You know, Lamentations 4:8. Their vision is blacker than coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaving unto their bones is withered. It is become like a stick. The children of Israel had color. They had melanin in their skin. They didn't have the curse of leprosy. That was a plague. Hosea. Ephraim had mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. And when you see a pancake and it's not turned, it's it's light on one side and the other side is dark. We different shades of the color of the spectrum. They say we are speckled bird. Hey, we different varieties of the color. Hey, hey, that's the spice of Israel. You know, hey, we got some brothers and sisters that look like skinned, and we got some brothers and sisters that look like they Edomites. But hey, wherever we went, we soldier in. Hey, we dealt with they women, and our children look like them. Amos 9:7. Ye are not as the children of the Ethiopian unto me, O children of Israel, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I have not brought up children, I have not brought up the Israel out of the land of Egypt, and the Philistines from Ketor, and the Syrians from Ker. Hey, we are not like the Ethiopians, and they even know that. The scholars. Here I go right here. They know we're not Africans. This is from the Bible scholars. This is from Zanovan Bible Dictionary. Say the Negroes are not Ham, but are Hebrew Israelites. Will not tell you, hey, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, probably born about 96 years before the flood. And one of the 8 persons that lived through the flood, he became the progenitors of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites. Hey, hey, the scholars know that the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans are not Hamites. But hey, they keep pushing that thing. They're saying we are Hamites, but the scholars know that. We're not Afro Americans. Get that through your thick skull that we're not Afro Americans. You know, we are the children of Israel. We are the true children of Israel. And when Yahweh Shai returns with the angels, and the first person they're gonna meet is you Edomites, because y'all gave him and the Most High the curse of leprosy, and he's gonna visit you because of y'all gave him that abominable look. And this is I got 2 more scriptures because hey, you make the Son of Man look like because when y'all people, y'all ignorant people say this word, y'all think of this image. Him looking like this with the gift of leprosy. But that ain't what the scriptures say. The scriptures say, he that believe upon me, as the scriptures say, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. But the scriptures say he looks like this. This is Revelations 1:13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like this unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, with a girdle paps, with a golden griddle. And when he returned, he said he's not going to meet you like a man. Hey, when he returns, he's coming to make war. He's coming to pass out judgment and make war. And that golden griddle with a girt about the paps, and a golden griddle is like a championship belt that's going to protect his abdomen section, so he don't get stabbed in the gut. Because when he come back, he gonna come back fighting. He gonna be a warrior, returning to claim and capture the elect and the 1/3, and deliver them out of your hands. And his hair, in his head and his hair, was white like wool. Now, these images, do his head on his hair look white like wool? No, it don't. And his eyes was as a flame of fire, and his feet was like unto fine brass, as if they burn in the furnace. And this don't look like his feet. If his feet look like it was fine brass and burnt in the furnace, anything looked like it was burnt, it would be looking like in the darkest state. It wouldn't look like this. It wouldn't look like that. You know, he wouldn't look like none of these images. You know, Moses wouldn't look like that because Moses put his hand in the bosom and took it out and was leprous like snow. So all of these abominable images of the men of Israel. The scriptures say they cover the faces of the judges thereof and put their likeness to the images. Man, they got to pay for that. You know, they even made the Most High look like that. And this is Daniel 7 and 9. Behold, till the thrones was cast down, and the ancient days did sit. And the ancient of days was who the word they call God, but his name is Yahweh. And his name means he exists, the self-existing one. You know, did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair on his head like pure wool. So if his hair on his head was like pure wool, hey, he had an afro. The Most High is a so-called black man. Because when my hair grow out, it look like wool. It don't look like stringy hair like this. Hey, Yahweh Shai, when his hair look like white like wool, his hair don't look like this. And y'all got to pay for that. The first person he's coming to visit is you for putting the abominable images of him and the Most High. I pray that this video was edifying to the hopeful elect. And with that said, shalom.